there is a table of values given for of x and y. Okay, now let's go with the information here. For line H, the table shows 3 values of x and their corresponding values of y. Okay, the 3 values of x and corresponding values of y are given for line H. Let me write it over here. Line K is the result of translating line H down by 5 units in the xy plane. What is the x-intercept of line K? So our aim is to find the x-intercept of line K. So for that we have to find the equation of line K so that we can plug in y equals to 0 to find the x-intercept. Okay, already we have a table of values of x and y for line H. Okay, so if I want to find the equation of line K, so I have to create the table of values of x and y for line K. Okay, so how can I create a table of values of x and y for line K? So because the information clearly says line K is a result of translating line H down by 5 units. So here we have table of values of x and y for line H. So to get the table of values of x and y for line K, I have to translate line H down by 5 units. Down by 5 units means I have to subtract 5 from each y coordinate of y in line H. So we have to take the x values as it is, that is 18, 23, 26. Okay, now since we translate the line H down by 5 units, so we have to subtract 5 from each y coordinate. So if I subtract y from the first y coordinate 130, it will become 125, and let's subtract 5 from the second y coordinate, then it will become 155. And if I subtract 5 from the third y coordinate, it will become 173. Okay, now I have a table of values of x and y for line K. Okay, now let's find the equation of line K. So for that, first we need the slope of the line, because let's write the equation of line K in slope intercept form, which is y equals to mx positive b. Okay, so when we know 2 points on a line, the formula to find the slope is going to be y2 negative y1 over x2 negative x1. So now we need 2 points on the line K. So this is the first point, that is 18, 125. And the second point is 23, 155. Let me write over here. Okay, now let me take the first point as x1, y1, and the second point as x2, y2. So now what I need to do is I have to plug in the values for y2, y1, x2, x1 over here. Then I'm getting m is equal to y2 is 155, negative 125 over x2 is 23, negative x1 is 18. So then I'm getting m is equal to, when I simplify this one, I'm getting 30 over 23, negative 18 is 5. So when I simplify this one, I'm getting 6. Okay, now I got the slope m for line K, that is 6. Now let me write the equation over here. Y is equal to 6x positive b. Okay, still we have to find the value of the y-intercept b. For that, we have to use one of the 3 points over here on line K. So better we can use the first point itself. That is, when I plug in x equals to 18, the value of y is 125. Let me do it. So let me plug in 125 for y, and for x, I have to plug in 18 positive b. So 125 equals to, when I multiply 6 times 18, I am getting 108 positive b. So to solve for b, I have to get rid of this 108. So for that, I subtract 108 from both sides. So this positive 108, negative 108 will cancel out, and the simplification of this one is 17. So now I got the y-intercept b. I have to plug in b equals to 17 into the equation over here, so that this equation will complete. So the equation of line K is y equals to 6x positive 17. Okay, now I got the equation of line K in slope intercept form. So our aim is to find the x-intercept of line K. So whenever I want to find x-intercept of a line, so what I need to do is I have to plug in y equals to 0. Okay, now let me plug in y equals to 0. Then I'm getting 6x positive 17. Okay, so now we have to solve for x. So to solve for x, I have to isolate x. So for that, I have to get rid of this positive 17. So I subtract 17 from both sides. So the positive 17, negative 17 will cancel out. I'm getting negative 17 equals to 6x. Further, I divide both sides by 6. When I do so, this 6 will cancel out. I am getting x equals to negative 17 over 6. So the value what I got over here is the x coordinate at the x-intercept. So I just plugged in y equals to 0, and I got x equals to negative 17 over 16. So the x-intercept of line K is negative 17 over 6, 0. We find this point in option D. So the correct answer choice for this question is option D.